Hey y'all, this is David, the Georgia photographer, and today what I want to talk about is a whole bunch of stuff. I felt kind of compelled after watching Eric Rossi, the guy with the eye, you know, and they've done these extensive videos with their take on the new the new Fuji X-Pro3 announcement. The camera's not underwhelming to me, all right? It's not overwhelming to me either. It's a camera. That's pretty much all I've got to really say about it. It's a nice little, you know, it's a compact camera and it's meant for the person. I'll tell you who I think they're gunning for. I think they're gunning for the Leica shooters because it's built to kind of emulate that sort of style of photography. You know, the street photographer or the documentarian or whatever. But you know, somebody who wants a small, kind of compact, likes the rangefinder layout, you know, but it has the benefits of the new digital era. Just seems like a new camera to me. I mean, it's not going to change the world. I'm sorry, but it's not. It's probably going to be pretty pricey with a full titanium shell. You know, it's going to be pretty costly. It's not going to be your everyday Joe. It's not going to run out and buy one. It's a pretty, I hear two different pronunciations, but I call it niche. It's a niche, however you want to say it, whatever side of the street you're standing on. But it's a pretty niche market. You know, they're targeting a very specific demographic with that machine. And it's not a bad camera. I prefer the touchscreen on the back of my X-T3. I just like that camera. And if I had to pick between it and this new X-Pro3, I'd pick the X-T3. Just to be honest with you, I like the ergonomics better. That's the only reason. I think internally they're pretty much the same machine. So it really doesn't change anything. It's just how you interact with it on the outside. I thought I'm gonna watch these videos and I'm gonna be enlightened as to what this groundbreaking flip down screen has given epiphanies to all these people. No, this is just a camera. Then the screen flips down to give you a waist level viewfinder style setup, which is kind of cool. I like that. My X-T3 happens to do that. You know, I see what they're doing. You know, they're edging into that Leica market with it. It's what they're doing. But it gives you all the whole Fuji ecosystem. It's not a bad machine, but is it for me? Probably not. If I bought one of the X Pros, I looked at the X-Pro2 pretty. Coffee's done. Here's what we was looking for. A good fresh cup of coffee. Now, bottom of the hour. It only strikes once. Next thing is, I was talking the other night on the live stream with a couple of the guys, and the one that has the account called Aaron's Life, me and him linked up last fall and done a little fall. There's a video. I'll try to put the little card thing in that references that video, but me and him and another photographer went out doing some nature shooting last fall in Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg area. Had a load of fun. If you get an opportunity to go on a little photo excursion with somebody, do it. It's awesome. All right. He was talking about how he runs this called the Clutch. This one's from Peak Design. I really like Peak Design stuff, but to be honest with you, I got you seen it in my last video. You know that camera strap. But mine is an earlier one that doesn't have the little plastic clippy things on the little split rings. And one of my split rings came off in Israel. And when I went to set the weight of the camera on the strap, it just popped loose and it just slid off my shoulder. You know, since I didn't just throw it down and let the weight of the strap catch it, I caught it. It didn't hurt my camera, but I sat down on the tour bus and put it all back together. But what happens is without them little plastic over clips, the strings on those little clip-on quick detach ends, it's got the little cord in it. You run it through and it creates a little clove hitch on the D-ring. Well, that works its way around and works its way through that split ring. It's like taking a key off your key ring. It slowly works its way around that and it eventually just comes off. So I have yet to reach out to them to get those. Supposedly they'll just send them to you if it lasts for them. I've just been lazy and haven't done it. But I've also taken the opportunity to get this. This is the pistol grip. I'm one of those people, a lot of times I'll just carry my camera in my hand. And Aaron seems to really like this thing, so I ordered one from Amazon, so I'm gonna give it a shot, see what it is about it that makes it great. But it's got a little pad goes on the back of your hand. I kind of like the way this looks. So yeah, I'm interested to get it going. I have no affiliation with Peak Design. I just like their gear. I've got their Everyday Messenger bag. That was my first foray into Peak Design equipment. And that thing served me well for way over a year, pretty much daily with the D810. It's a great little shoulder bag. It's been through a bunch of airports. It held up really well. And currently the D810's in it right now, right there. I'm gonna see how this works. If y'all use this, and there's any tips you might have about maximizing performance of it, maybe how to set it up, leave them in the comments. I appreciate it, all right? Third thing on the list, the photo challenge I kicked out about a week and a half ago on a Saturday. I had several of you guys submit some photos. I had one of you guys submit a lot of photos. Max turned in something like 30 or 40. He shot a whole photo walk in low angle. So I went through the album and picked out one or two that I liked really well. He got some pretty creative shoots. And it's just his exercise walk where he walks around his block where he lives or something to that effect. He's taken what you would classify as the mundane and made it interesting. But I've taken all the submissions and I'm gonna put them together and I'm gonna run them right now. Wow, that's incredible. You guys did excellent. I was really impressed. I like another one I'm going to single out, Aaron again, because we were chatting a little bit. He was actually out shooting his low angle photos while I was on the phone with him. But he sent me one that's, well, he sent me two, and it's a, what's the right word? It's an oxymoron. Is that the right thing? Because he said, in his email, he said, a picture of art is not artistic. And it's a piece of art out in front of like the public library in the town he's at. And he says, but vacuum cleaners at the car wash out of focus is art. And then he sent that one. And it actually looked really good. I thought that's pretty good. Both of those are in there. You guys really did really well with this. I was really impressed with the photos that did get submitted. That was all of them. I put them all in the video since there wasn't but, you know, what, a dozen or 15 or something like that. I went ahead and put them all in there together. I really appreciate the participation and all of the interaction I got from them and the emails. You guys sent incredible emails sending them in. I really, really appreciate the participation. It makes it much more interesting. I'm going to be thinking, and probably in another week or so, I'll have the next subject. I'm trying to do this in a methodical way. My goal is, after we do 12 of these, I'm going to pick a winner, and I'm going to take their 12 submissions, and I'm going to make them a calendar and send it to them. That's my plan. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, item number 4. No, literally just forgot it. Oh yeah, item number 4. I built a official Georgia Photographer Facebook page. For the time being, that's the best I can do really for a forum area for all of the people that have kind of accumulated on my channel to have a space, for lack of a better term, on the internet where you guys can get together unimpeded. And if y'all want to work out meetups, if y'all want to compare work, if you want to post pictures that you've taken of the challenges, if you want to talk about lenses you've picked up, you know, vintage lenses, whatever you want to talk about, I've created a Georgia Photographer Facebook page for that. I did that based from, I think the user's name is Mitch. Let me check. Mike Mitchum. was the one that asked me if I had a place for that, and actually suggested I create a Georgia Photographer Facebook page. I appreciate that, Mike. Thank you. The community at large has been phenomenal. My growth on my channel is fairly slow, but honestly, I really would prefer to have the guys and gals, there's a couple of gals, but mostly it's just guys, that check in regularly. I'm great. I'm happy with it. It's been a load of fun, and I really appreciate the guys that have done all the contributing and have helped me with stuff. But yeah, you guys are awesome. I really appreciate your help. This would be worthless if y'all didn't check in. Somebody actually asked me when the next installment of the Israel trip's coming out. I'm working on it now. Actually, as soon as I get done editing and posting this video, I'm going to start editing episode 2 of that one. A couple of the videos, when I put them out about the Israeli trip, are going to be similar to this. I'll have photos, but I'm also going to do storytelling, because there's some of the stuff I didn't video and some of it I kind of couldn't. Like when we were in the airport, I have a little clip of when I was gonna do the Peter McKinnon trick and basically film going into the plane to sit down in my seat. You know, I get on the plane and the pilot stops me and says that apparently it's the German Lufthansa airline has a policy against it. And I couldn't film on the plane. He made me turn it off. So, you know, and you know, when you're at Frankfurt International Airport, the police walking around have MP5 machine guns. You know, there's interesting stories that I didn't photograph. You know, so I want to tell that, plus flying with my camera gear and how I do it. So that video will probably be next. That way I can kind of keep them chronologically in order. So it makes a little more sense to catch all that up in the next video. But yeah, there'll still be some footage from Israel, because I'm gonna try to keep them around 10 to 15 minutes. And that way they're not so big, they're hard to digest. I appreciate all the input, guys. I really do. You guys are awesome. But what do y'all think about this X-Pro3 camera? Do y'all leave some comments? Do y'all think, is it right for any of you guys? It's not meant for sports and wildlife. It's not designed to do that. It's meant for like street or maybe portraiture. Maybe you could use it for a studio camera. It's possible, but seriously, if y'all got any tips or pointers about this thing, let me know. I appreciate it, because I'm about to put this on the XT3. So until next time, this is David, the Georgia Photographer. If you stuck around this long, I'd appreciate it if you'd reach right over there and click on that handy subscribe button and give this video a like if you liked it. If you didn't like it, let's see here. How can I do a camera conspiracy's thumbs down? If you like to trample on kittens with a Canon 20D with a dead battery, that guy's a riot. Anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. So until next time, we'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.